Good evening. This is Ayn Rand. AIG will get $30 billion in additional U.S. TARP capital and easier loan terms. How very unfortunate. The insurer will be allowed to make lower payments on government loans, and government will hold preferred shares, clearly a nationalization precursor. AIG first saved from collapse in September with a package that grew to $150 billion, had to restructure its bailout after failing to sell enough units to repay the U.S. firms, including banks that relied on AIG to back more than $300 billion of toxic assets through derivative contracts. AIG, which had agreed in early September to turn over an 80% stake to the government, is set to announce a fourth quarter loss of about $60 billion tomorrow, the largest corporate quarterly loss in United States history. And now, if AIG has dozens of divisions doing insurance business all over the world, how the fuck is the government sorting what AIG business units are being bailed out? Are we bailing out the foreign policyholders, like the banks and the corporations from a foreign country through AIG? Well, it's clear to me. Because the government is inherently stupid and incapable of sufficiently understanding to show how to sort the good assets from the bad. The answer is probably we don't know where the $150 billion is going. An example of the genius of government in this case. Treasury Secretary Hank Paulson last October, when the crisis started, appointed Edward Liddy, former CEO of Allstate. Allstate Insurance is a far simpler and more conventional insurance company. But since Liddy is a Paulson crony going back to the Goldman Sachs days, he gets his fiat appointment, no representation by Congress required for that. So Liddy takes the first $85 billion as a loan. He plans to sell off the non-critical business units. He sells a couple for peanuts, and others either he has no offers or peanuts offers. So in October, he gets another $38 billion more. And now he needs another $30 billion and to complete financial restructuring for a total bailout of $150 billion. And as of this morning, he is still claiming that he can sell the healthy business units off and pay it all back. Well, there's no fucking way they can pay back this $150 billion because no one would buy those units right now except at the fire sale prices. These hack motherfuckers are full of shit. These people are parasitic oligarchs. This Liddy is a government goon, incapable of running this company, and although the insurance was not in the direct cause chain of the housing bubble, AIG could have done their own independent risk assessment and got ahead of the crisis, but they were in the government mentality far before they became subject to this crisis. There's the too big to fail mentality dominates the oligarchy. They never intended to be a competitive company. Not at least the people who know what they were. So, this is a call out to the creators, the investors, the architects, contractors, property analysts. You people the people who add the value. You people cannot do too much in the way of defense against this kind of nationalization of insurance. But if you just, assuming you don't give up and retire, something I offer as a perfectly justifiable option, as I show in Atlas Shrugged, you can keep doing what you do so well. But the defensive thing you can do is relocate. You can relocate your insurance policy. You could choose a better insurance company. You can choose a better bank, one that does not have AIG to insure. Do business in another state, another country, another market. Take your intellectual and monetary capital and move it to a more free and friendly environment. Avoid the parasites. We will thank you for this, because anywhere you can freer without competing against propped up cronies, the better. Unfortunately, the U.S. is becoming a less hospitable place for you creators to thrive. So do what you must do, and don't look back. The oligarchs' ruins will not be your fault.